Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Rob Hau with Elite Realty. I'm over here at Oakleaf Park in the Cliffs Village. Before I start, I want to let you know that if you are interested in any home in the Cliffs Village or anywhere in Summerlin South, all you have to do is go to Las Vegas Realtor, robhau.com. You can look up the village you want to live in or look at them all, and then you contact me, whether it's by text, email, or phone, or throw a rock through my window. I don't care how you get a hold of me, just get a hold of me when you're ready, and we'll go and view the available properties in this area. I know if you have a family or are interested in an area that will be always a great investment, this Summerlin South and Cliffs Village tour will absolutely make your day. So, hey, come along with me. I got a lot to share with you. I'm gonna go through a full neighborhood tour of the Cliffs Village and of course show you around this park and all the walking trails and amazing parts of this village that I think are just awesome. I just want you to imagine a little bit. Right now I'm out here on the most gorgeous day, I gotta tell you. There's pickleball going on in the background, and they're currently trimming up all the trees because of course this is springtime and all these trees are popping. Actually, we're almost getting into summer here in Vegas, and it is still excellent weather. Just imagine this, folks. Right over here you have Skystone. This is a gated part of the Cliffs Village. Just imagine living in one of these homes, which by the way, the Cliffs homes here are very modern. They're newer homes throughout the area, like Summerlin South is known for. So very cool homes. But imagine coming through this. This is where you could walk your dog and go ahead and have them do their thing. Or hey, I'll just grab a water and a coffee and then I'll go right in through this gate, right here to the pickleball courts, or bring the kids and the family out over here to the park and enjoy what the park offers. Obviously playground, plenty of grass area in the pickleball, just a beautiful park, and it kind of like has this, you know, hilliness to it. So you can really, man, I just can't say, I'm getting goosebumps. It's beautiful out here right now. Let me give you a whole bunch of information about the Cliffs Village, and then we'll do a neighborhood tour. What do you say? You ready for that? I'm ready for it. Let's do it. This is one of 3 play areas in Oakleaf Park, and what's really kind of original about the park is the shaded areas are shaped like a leaf. The Cliffs Village is the furthest and last village going south in Summerlin South. It is the furthest south Summerlin goes, period. The end of the road, but as you will see, leads you to excellence, absolute excellence. There's only one little spot left in the Cliffs Village left to be built on, and right now Tri-Point Homes in Pulte is building the last section of the Cliffs Village. I'm going to show you around that area, but if you were looking for a home, you would most likely be looking at a resale home. With the multiple subdivisions in the Cliffs, you'll find almost any style home that you're looking for, especially modern contemporary. So hey, come along with me on a ride and check out all the different subdivisions that the Cliffs has to offer, and you'll see that there's probably something that you really will enjoy if you're looking for a home in this area. All right, everybody, let's check it out. I'm just leaving Oakleaf Park, and we can go ahead and see Skystone is right next door. That is that community that you can walk right ahead here. You can walk right into the park from this community. These homes do have some pretty awesome views throughout. Because I've got a lot of communities to show you, I won't take you into each one if it's gated. I could very easily do so. So of course, if you want to see anything in these neighborhoods, you can give me a call, 702-461-7175, and we'll get going. Now, what I do want to show you is straight ahead of me. This is actually going to be the last part of the Cliffs. I believe this is a small community of what will be Tri-Point and maybe Pulte homes going in here. It is the only place that I can imagine that this community is going. It's called Tempo, at least the Tri-Point part of it, is tempo. So brand new homes here going in at the Cliffs Village. And so you can see both sides of this corridor will be on Hualapai. I'm on a street called Hualapai, will be part of the Cliffs. I'm gonna swing around the back side of this neighborhood because I just wanted to show you what's just outside of the Cliffs. Like if you wanted to live in near Summerlin South and not have to pay quite the Summerlin South price, well, there's a single story, well, mostly single story neighborhood in there that's gated. It's beautiful. These homes are just outside of it. Very popular area to be at. Sometimes you call it Summerlin without the price, right? That's what you're looking at if you live in Stetson Ranch. And I think that was what all those are, is Stetson Ranch on this side and that side. This is all Stetson Ranch as you go down Patrick and then you hit Grand Canyon. So I'm giving you a little bonus footage of what is just outside of the Cliffs. Now directly ahead, you can actually see the very end of the Cliffs. That is the furthest point south. The Cliffs is, as I have said, the furthest neighborhood south in Summerlin South. I want to show you some exterior points of the Cliffs Village, and then I'm going to get in and show you a whole bunch inside. Right up here is a community. This is off of Grand Canyon, over by the Cliffs. I wanted to show this little community because this is like, they call it First Home. It's a touchstone living community. It's kind of like advertised to, you know, first-time home buyer type deal. And so these would be townhouse style community in here. That is just at Mall and M-A-U-L-E, Mall and Grand Canyon. And right here you would enter the Cliffs community, the furthest south entrance to this community. As you can see, those nice signs. And this is an elementary school to the left, Shelley Berkeley Elementary School there. So I'm gonna go up here. This is Copper Edge Road. I just love this background. This community really sits where it has this background throughout it. The cliffs of Summerlin South, or the ridges of Summerlin South, I should say. Not the community, but the actual ridges. This is Onyx over here. And you'll see that each of these communities, even on the exterior, they have a little park. As I came in over here, you can see that park, and inside they also have a park. Now this was the last area to be developed. They still have some construction going on, but I don't believe they have any homes available. Over there is Jade Ridge. We'll go to that in just a moment. This is Terra Luna. We'll get inside Terra Luna. As I was saying, once you go inside these communities, they usually have a park right away. And then they also have these exits and entrances. You really want to be able to exit these communities because the walking trails around here are ridiculous, and I'll show you them as I drive through. But you see the exteriors on these homes. I love it. Love the way they look throughout here. I believe this was Tri-Point that was building in here, which when they started it, it was Pardee Homes. So Pardee started it, and Tri-Point took over towards the end when they sold Pardee to Tri-Point. You just really have to admire these exteriors. Hey, look, we got a house for sale up here. I would imagine it's under contract unless they've got it well overpriced because, oh, look, they competed with each other. That's how you do it. If you want to see a home in here, I can show you any of the homes that are in Summerlin South, of course. Feel free to reach out. That's what I'm here showing you this for, because this is just my favorite area in town, and it is the area that I specialize in. These are pretty nicely sized homes in here. There are some 3-car garages, but mostly 2-car throughout the community. Just look at that background. Oh my goodness, gotta love that. I just want to give you a brief view of these. This would probably be the lowest priced area in the Cliffs, and you're still going to be looking at, you know, probably minimum 600, 700,000 to get in on this area. We're now in Jade Ridge here. They say they have the models, but I don't think they have anything left to to sell other than potentially the model homes themselves, but although they probably sold those already. Yeah, they got a model home up for sale. I'm pretty sure that used to be a model home. Yeah, this house has a view. It's telling me that on the sign. You live right here and you got kids that go to elementary school right there. I believe this said it was Taylor Morrison that built in here. So Jade Ridge was Taylor Morrison's side. They have some nice homes. I think this is all two-story in this community. Yeah, somebody's getting a pool put in just in time for our summer. Right now it is beautiful out, but our summer is a-coming. All right, we're gonna pop on out here and I'm gonna start showing you as we look to the left of me, my camera there is gonna show the walking trails that go throughout this community. We're going through into Regency, which they are finalizing the last homes in here. This is a age-restricted community. Of course, you've got the park as soon as you enter. All one-story community, age-restricted. This was Toll Brothers who built these homes. Beautiful homes, of course, because they're Toll Brothers. That one's really nice, has a really nice additional piece to that property. It's a larger one that's in here. So if you're looking for age restricted, 55 plus, this is one area in Summerlin South that I would definitely want you to take a look at. It doesn't have the same, feel of like a Sienna that has like a large country club and things like that, and a golf course, or even like a Sun City, but it is still age restricted, and maybe this is for a little more active living as you get into your retirement years. That's how I would look at it. I like that the streets are nice and wide. It feels like streets that I grew up on out here. They used to make big wide streets, and then they started making them smaller so they could fit more houses there. They do have their clubhouse and whatnot here. It's just not as maybe opulent and large as some of the ones that have like a golf course and things like that. It's beautiful. It is a nice clubhouse, and it is guard gated here. I was able to get in, even though this is guard gated. Today they're doing some construction, so I was able to get in. They've got the tennis courts over here, and of course it's going to have a resort style pool and everything for you in there in the clubhouse. As we go on out here, we'll see some more of those walking trails. Every time you're, in this area, you're just surrounded by this hillside, these ridges. This is beautiful. This is Nova Ridge here to the left of me here, another gated community. I really love, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go down Sunset and then come back up and just show you the way this tower looks and the approach to the cliffs. You can see that you have these walking trails, and that tower has a little area that you can lounge in. There's a trail there, the sidewalk that goes down to the right of me, it should be to your right as you're viewing it. And there is a walking trail that goes through and back inside there. And again, this is Nova Ridge. Here we go, we got Nova Ridge. I just love that parts of this community left the natural desert landscape. And my goodness, that backdrop is beautiful. You want to see one of these homes? You need to give me a call. Check my website for the available homes anywhere in Summerlin South and the Cliffs. I've got it all there. It's a very popular type of home where you have the large door that opens and goes right in through to the backyard. You're like connected to your backyard. There's another home that has a sign. So we do have limited inventory over here, but there are some properties available. So if you're interested, check my website and then check me out. Just lovely. Got flood control in the back, by the way, if you're worried about, well, you know, geez, it seems like, you know, doesn't Las Vegas have flash floods and whatnot? Yeah, they do. But we have done an excellent job with flood control out here. A really, really excellent job. That's because of all the retention basins and flood channels and even a lot of underground work that it's taken to get that under control for the long term. Now I'm gonna finish up this tour by going back up this way. This is actually where we started over here at Oakleaf Park, and we're gonna go up through this neighborhood, up and through these streets on Mesa Park Drive to the final parts of the cliffs here. And in here you have Aluna. That is a gated community there. Remember folks, if you want a full tour of this area with me, we can come out together and check everything out that you want to see. Granite Heights might be one of my favorite areas, and Ironwood as well. Really, really beautiful part of the Cliffs Village. Cliffs Village is not small. It's got a lot of area to it, a lot of different types of homes. These are definitely more of the higher end type homes that are in the Cliffs Village. If you're looking for the ultimate in luxury that the Cliffs Village has to offer, you're gonna be looking at Nova Ridge, Granite Heights, and Ironwood as your three spots that I think are top end. The views from most of these properties are absolutely extraordinary. I think one of the things that people really like about this area is that it feels a little bit more secluded, even though you're not necessarily far away. It has a quiet sleepiness to the area compared to older parts of Summerlin, or even just really anywhere in Vegas where there's a whole lot of hustle and bustle going on. I think people sometimes are surprised when they come to Las Vegas and they find out that we are a pretty busy town. I'm just gonna drive by and show you this view to my left here of that, you know, so your home could just, the front of it could just face a mountainside. That's never gonna change. You're never gonna have anything different right here. Just a ridge. Absolutely fantastic. Schools are great here. You have great churches. Whether it's private school or public school, you have options. Combine that with all the parks and activities that you can do just in Summerlin South alone, it has really created quite a reputation for itself. All right, folks, we're popping in over here to Ironwood. Now look, this is really cool. As soon as you come into Ironwood, everything tears down. So this would be the view you would see. I'm actually gonna turn this camera because I want you to see that view. Hopefully you're getting the whole strip view from here. Ridiculous. As we come into Ironwood. So all one-story neighborhood. This community, I believe, was built first before Granite Ridge. It's still amazing. And even if Granite Ridge didn't exist, I would say Ironwood is great. But yeah, just a little detail features of some of the more modern looks that Granite Ridge has versus here in Ironwood. Not quite the same, just ever so slightly older look. Still pretty darn modern. Oh look, somebody changed out their garage right there. That looks great, right? So the garage door really does make such a huge difference to me. You put on that older style garage door and it just doesn't have the same look Let's see, hopefully through the trees here you're getting some of the strip view there. That's, my goodness, I'll tell you what, if you couldn't find a home up in Granite Ridge that doesn't have that view, and you found one here that does, I don't think you'd be crying too much about it. I'm just guessing, folks. Alrighty, so let's see what we got left. Oluna! Let's take a look at Oluna. What do you say? These homes are two-story homes throughout this neighborhood. Again, nice modern features. There's a home that's for sale. If you want to see it, you better give me a call. Oluna is not particularly large subdivision here, but that's great. That's a cool little property. What a big backyard that has, and they've even built some maybe an outbuilding or some kind of casita in there. They had a large backyard to work with. So you got little covered areas in your park. And then just outside here, you take these awesome walking trails right to a park, and then you can keep walking around the whole area. We have one more spot. I forgot about Vistara. Hey, look at that. Vistara. Let's check out Vistara. What do you say? All right, so you got a mix of two-story and one-story in here. We're going to continue our theme of modern exteriors in a gated neighborhood in the Cliffs Village. All the builders that have built up in this area are still around. When you talk about Pulte, Toll Brothers, Tri-Point, well, Tri-Point was Part E, so they're still around. They just got bought out by Tri-Point. That is our tour of the Cliffs Village. As I exit here, you'll notice that we're going into the Mesa. If you want to see a video on the Mesa, I have one up on my YouTube that you can check out, and it'll show you all about the Mesa. As soon as you enter the Mesa, right here to the right is Bishop Gorman High School. Definitely a hugely popular school. Anyway, I appreciate you checking out the video. There's a lot more where that came from that's on my YouTube, so if you want to subscribe to it, I do one of these every month on Summerlin South, and I'm going to add in some more on some areas that I think are awesome, that are not your usual videos that you'll find, because these are sort of hidden gem areas of Las Vegas. So look out for those to come in the future. In the meantime, check out the Summerlin South stuff. It's on my website, Las Vegas Realtor, robhau.com. All of these villages are in there, so if you like something and you want to see it, you got my number, 702-461-7175. I'm available anytime to show you that property. Or if you're looking at this and you're thinking, you know, I'm ready to sell my property in Summerlin South, well, you know, now you know how. Now you know Rob Hau, and I'm all about houses and you. So I will see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.